can close your eyes. You can take the gaze downward if you wish. You can bring one hand to the heart, the other hand to the belly. Just notice where the natural breath is at this moment. Where is your inhale and exhale? Just being aware. Noticing how the body feels after class. Slowly you can bring those hands down to the side. And when I mention a body part, just try to relax it on your exhale. Starting with the head, the neck, and the shoulders. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Continuing with the chest, the upper back, the abs, the mid-back, the hips and the lower back. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Continuing with the triceps, the biceps, the elbows, the forearms, the hands, the fingertips. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. Continue with the quads, the glutes, the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, and the toes. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Now, bring your awareness to the sensations in the room, the sensation of sight. What smells do you smell? Tastes on the tongue. What sounds do you hear? Just being aware. How do the clothes feel on the skin? What's the temperature of the room like? Just being in the moment. And now, bring your awareness once again to the intention that you set before class. And it can change along the way, no worries at all. It's just a theme for your day. And if you took the one that I offered, new beginnings. Whatever intention you have, let it settle in as we do our 3 rounds of breath. So slowly you're going to inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to do 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to do one more round of breath. Let this be the biggest one that you've done so far today. So here we go. Inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Hold it at the top and open mouth, exhale. Notice how you feel. Notice if you're just a little bit heavier in the seat. And then slowly wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, blink open the eyes as we begin the physical portion of class. So the next inhale, you're going to take the gaze upward, so you're really stretching out the front part of the neck here. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin to the chest, so you're really stretching out the back side of the neck here. We're going to keep this motion going up and down. So the next inhale, you're going to take the gaze up, stretching out the neck. And on the exhale, drop the chin to the chest, so you're really stretching out the back side of the neck. The next inhale, we're going to go right back to that gaze up. And on the exhale, one more time, drop the chin to the chest, so you're really stretching out the back side of the neck. Slowly bring the head back to center. Very nice. The next inhale, we're going to take the gaze over that left shoulder. And on the exhale, over the right shoulder. Keep the gaze going one more time over that left shoulder. And on the exhale, over the right shoulder. Then bring the head back to center. Now we're going to do some neck rotations in one direction. Just nice, slow, steady, and gentle with your neck rotations. And when you've done about 3, come to a moment of stillness, then reverse directions with your rotations right here. Just really warming up the neck. We hold a lot of tension in our necks, and we just want to make sure it's nice and loose, slow and steady. Slowly bring the head back up through center. All right, we're going to move into our very first stretch. So here we are, our X stretch, that's what I call it. So bring those arms up. You can wiggle those fingers. You can take the gaze up. You can lift the chest. And this is called a heart opener in yoga. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. All right, we're going to do 3 arm circles. So here we go. Inhale, bring those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, you're going to go up through the center and open like a flower, slowly coming down to the sides. 2 more times. The next inhale, bring those arms up. You're building control and building strength as you do this slow but nice, beautiful, easy pose to heart center. Slowly up through the center, opening up like a flower to each side. The last one, here we go. The next inhale, raise those arms up into what's called upward arm salute. Slowly bring those hands to heart center. This time you're going to stop at heart center, and from here you're going to stimulate circulation by rubbing the front of the hands together, the backs of the hands. You can even do the forearms if you want. What this does is it stimulates circulation. Very good. Slowly flick the fingers like you're flicking off water. Bring those hands about 6 inches apart and just feel the energy you just created. Movement is life. All right, slowly interlace those fingers and then bring a wave-like motion to the hands. This warms up the wrists, the fingers, the knuckles, the forearms, the shoulders, and the elbows. Slowly come to a moment of stillness, then reverse directions with your arm waves right here. Slowly bring those arms down to the side. All right. We're going to hit our ankles really quick. So gently, you can leave that left foot on the ground if you want. If you want to lift it up, you can. Just gently grab right below the knee. The next inhale, you're going to flex that left foot. Exhale, point the toe. Inhale, flex the left foot. Exhale, point the toe. Last time, inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point the toe. Give that ankle some circular motion right here. Then reverse direction. Slowly, if you pick that leg up, you can slowly lower it down. Once again, you can leave that right leg right where it's at, that right foot right where it's at. If you want to bring it up, you can. The next inhale, you're going to flex that right foot. Exhale, point the toe. Inhale, flex that right foot. Exhale, point the toe. Last time, inhale, flex that foot. Exhale, point the toe. Rotate that ankle in one direction. And then reverse directions with your ankle rotation. Shake it out a bit. Slowly lower it if you picked it up. Once again, you always have the ability to stop and watch anytime anything is painful. Discomfort is okay, but you don't want any pain. You can come out of it, and you can learn by watching just as much as doing. All right, we're going to move into our very first forward fold. So you can keep those legs right where they're at. If you want a deeper stretch, you can give yourself a nice wide-legged stance right here. Bring those arms down to the side. The next inhale, those arms come up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into a nice, easy, gentle forward fold. You can drop the chest right here. You can bring those forearms to the thighs. Just a nice, easy, gentle forward fold. If you want a deeper stretch and the body says, yes, let's do it, you can drop those arms between the legs, letting the head hang heavy here. You don't want any tension in that neck. Stay here for a moment. Notice how the body feels. Do a quick body scan on your own. Slowly, you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head's going to be the last thing to come up. All right. We're going to move into our seated cat and cow. So I'm going to turn profile so you can see me a little bit better. Once again, we're going to be in that active seat, so root that sits bone down into the chair. The hands are on the thighs right here. The gaze is forward. The next inhale, you're going to take those hands to the hip points. You're going to raise the gaze, raise the chest into your seated cow pose here. This is a heart opener in yoga. On the exhale, you're going to take those hands to the knees. You're going to round that back. Bring that belly button to the back of the spine. Drop the chin to the chest into your cat pose right here. The next inhale, we're going to go back to that cow pose. Raise the gaze, raise the chest right here. Notice how it feels on the body. On that exhale, make your way back into cat pose. Really over-exaggerate the stretch. Notice how it feels on the body. Warming up the whole back right here. One more time, make your way into that beautiful cow pose. And on the exhale, make your way into cat pose. Now do 2 more on your own, making sure that you inhale when you go into cow pose and you exhale when you go into cat pose. And slowly, steady, gently warming up the back here. Very nice. And when you've done 2 on your own, come back to that active seat. Then give the upper body some free movement. You can do some circles in one direction. You can reverse it. You can go back and forth, side to side. It also can lead into the neck, as mine always does, warming up that neck. When you come back to that active seat, just rock back and forth to reset the body. All right. The next thing we're going to do is our seated thread the needle. So the next inhale, gently lift that left arm up. On the exhale, that right arm goes through and down. You're gently going to arc over to the right. So you're really stretching out this whole left side of the body here. Just notice how it feels, just building strength just by holding the arm up. Very good. Slowly lower that left arm down. Drop the chin to the chest. Bring the head back up through center. All right, the next inhale, raise that right arm up. This time the left hand threads the eye of the needle, gently lowering down to that right thigh as you arc over to the left. Really stretching out the whole right side of the body here. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop that right arm, drop the chin to the chest, and bring the head back up through center. All right, we're going to move into our spinal twist. So the next inhale, bring both hands to the left side of the thigh or the left side of the chair, whatever the body wants to do today. All right, and gently take the gaze over that left shoulder right here. Notice how it feels on the body. Inhale here. And on the exhale, drop the chin to the chest, unwind the body, and bring the head back up through center. All right, we're going to do our spinal twist on the other side. Bring both hands to the right side of the thigh or the chair. And once again, take the gaze over that right shoulder. Be curious how it feels on the opposite side of the body. You might notice you're just a little bit more flexible on one side than the other. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin to the chest, unwind the body, and bring the head back up through center. All right, awesome. We're going to move into our seated sun sal A. So once again, I'm going to turn profile so you can see me just a little bit better. You're going to start in that active seat one more time with that beautiful long back. Arms down to the side. So here we go. Inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. This is called upward arm salute, also called palm tree pose. Slowly lower those arms to heart center. One more round of arm circles. Here we go. Inhale, bring those arms up. Grab those sunbeams. Slowly lower them to your heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into a nice, easy, gentle forward fold to reset the body, reset the mind. Anytime we're in forward fold, it helps reset the body. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift, which means give yourself a nice long back at that angle. On the exhale, you're going to straighten the arms, straighten the legs into what's called a seated plank. The next inhale, you're going to shift forward and lower those arms a little bit. On the exhale, bring those elbows into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, those hands come forward a little bit. You raise the gaze, raise the chest. This is your seated low cobra. And on the exhale, you're going to lower the gaze, bring the hands back into the side body. The next inhale, you're going to straighten those arms all the way out, raise the gaze, raise the chest. This is your seated upward facing dog. It's different than your plank because the gaze is up. The next inhale, you're going to shift those arms to that V, and on the exhale, take the gaze between the legs. This is your seated downward facing dog, and anytime we're in downward facing dog, you can stay right here, or you can bring movement to this pose. Moving the arms, you can do it big, you can do it small. This is just yourself walking the dog right here, nodding the head, shaking the tail, bringing movement into this pose. The next inhale, you're going to bend those knees and make your way into your calming forward fold to reset the body, reset the mind right here. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift, give yourself that nice, beautiful long back at that V. Slowly on the exhale, make your way back into your forward fold. The next inhale, you're going to root to rise, coming up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, that was one round of Sun Sal A, and we always do 3. You can always sit out a round if you want. You can always watch as well. So here we go, round 2. Inhale, bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round, here we go. Inhale, bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into your forward fold. Do a quick body scan here on your own. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift, give yourself that nice long back at that V. On the exhale, you're going to straighten the arms, straighten the legs into your seated plank. The gaze is forward. The next inhale, you're going to shift forward, which means lower those arms. On the exhale, bring those elbows into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, those hands come forward a little bit. You raise the gaze, you raise the chest. This is your low cobra. On the exhale, you're going to lower the gaze, bring the arms back into the side body. The next inhale, straighten those arms all the way out, raise the gaze, raise the chest into your upward facing dog. On that exhale, shift those arms up to that V, take the gaze between the legs into your downward facing dog, and then take the dog for a walk. Moving the arms, arms, bringing movement into this pose. It can be a little walk, it can be a big walk, whatever your body decides to do today. The next inhale, you're going to bend those knees and make your way into your calming forward fold to reset the body, reset the mind right here. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift, giving yourself that nice long back at that V. Exhale, forward fold. The next inhale, you're going to root to rise, coming up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, that was round 2. Round 3, here we go. Inhale, bring those arms up, grab those sunbeams. On the exhale, bring those hands to heart center, arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up, building control, building strength. Slowly bring those hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into a nice, beautiful forward fold, dropping the chin to the chest, not holding any tension in the neck right here. Relaxing the jaw. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift. Give yourself that nice long back at that V. And on the exhale, straighten those arms, straighten those legs into your seated plank. The next inhale, you're going to shift forward, which means lower those arms. On the exhale, bring those elbows into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, those hands come forward a little bit. You raise the gaze, you raise the chest into your low cobra. On the exhale, you lower the gaze, bring those arms back into the side body. The next inhale, straighten those arms all the way out, raise the gaze, raise the chest into your upward facing dog. On that exhale, shift those arms up to that V. Take the gaze between the legs into your downward facing dog, and you know what to do. Take the dog for the last walk of the day. Moving those arms if you wish, or even just staying right where you're at in that beautiful, strong, downward-facing dog pose. Slowly, the next inhale, bend those knees and make your way into your calming forward fold, resetting the body, resetting the mind right here. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift. Give yourself that nice long back. Exhale, forward fold. The next inhale, you're going to root to rise, coming up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, that was our sun sal egg. Once again, you always have the option to sit anything out if you're feeling pain. Discomfort's okay, but you don't want that pain. All right, we're gonna move into our butterfly series. So you're gonna bring those feet together and open those knees out to the side. If you want a deeper stretch, you can always bring the feet to a block and then open the knees out to the side. What that block does is it brings the ground closer to you and can give you a deeper stretch if you want. Once you get here, bring the hands to the hip flexors right here, the crease in that hip, and then gently let the butterfly wings flap back and forth. This is the butterfly flying free right here. Just notice how it feels on the body. A really nice, interesting tidbit about this pose is it helps release joy to the heart. So I love to do butterfly pose anytime I do yoga. It also helps open up those hip flexors as well as help stretch and open the groin right here. Very good. All right, we're gonna move into our pigeon pose. So you can just let that left knee go out to the side if you want. If you want a deeper stretch, you can gently bring that left foot up to the chair. If you do that, just give yourself a little bit of adjustment right here. All right, and then from here, you can bring the thumb and the forefinger together. This is called a mudra, which means an energy flow in yoga. It's fire and air. And you're gonna see this a lot in yoga. It's a very popular pose. You can close your eyes if you wish and notice how it feels on the body. Just do a quick body scan on your own. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, you're going to invert those fingers, do a swan dive, drop the chin to the chest. Just a nice, easy, gentle forward fold. Does not have to be deep at all. Anytime I do a nice little easy swan dive, I just basically just drop the chin to the chest. Notice how it feels. Slowly let that neck and head roll up, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, gently bring that left ankle to that right knee right here. We're making our way into half Lord of the Fishes. So once again, if this is too difficult or too deep of a stretch, you can just do the upper body if you want. You have that option. So the next inhale, you're going to grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can stop right here and hold this pose if you want. If you want a deeper stretch when we do half Lord of the Fishes, you can just gently twist over to the left. And once again, you can stay right here because we're going to come out of it. Very good. All right, gently come out of it and lower those arms down to the side. All right, we're going to do that exact same pose, but we're going to adjust the base. So you can bring that left leg all the way over so it's just crossed over the right leg. So here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And one more time, you can stop right here. Option 1. Option 2 is to twist again. The third option, when our legs are crossed like this, is to gently take that right tricep and brace it against that left thigh right here. Take the gaze over those fingertips. Once again, this is called half Lord of the Fishes. And just notice how it feels on the body. Inhale here. And on the exhale, gently come out of your twist if you were twisting and lower those arms down to the side. All right, our base is already set up for our cow face pose. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those arms to a star pose right here. Anytime those arms are straight out, it's star pose. They can also be at a V if you wish. The next inhale, bring that left arm above and behind you. The right one goes below and behind you. And right now you're in your cow face pose. If you had a strap, you could grab it right here and bring those hands closer together, but you don't necessarily need one. It's just an option. This pose helps with concentration and focus, as well as opens up the chest area. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to take those arms out and slowly lower them down to the side. All right, we're moving into our eagle arms. So the next inhale, bring the left arm under, the right one's on top. So the backs of the arms are facing each other. You can stop right here if you want. If you want a deeper stretch, you have the option to connect those palms together. And what this is it's eagle arms, and once again, it opens up that whole upper back. And then gently, if you want to bring some movement to this pose, you can gently circle the upper body. This is the eagle surveying the land below. You can close the eyes, noticing how it feels on the body. The next inhale, you're going to release those eagles. They fly out of the nest. Slowly, they go down to the sides, taking that left leg up off the other one, bringing those feet together. Let those knees go out to the side. The hands go to the hips. And once again, let the butterfly fly free. Anytime during this whole butterfly series, you can always come back to the butterfly. All right. We're going to move to our pigeon pose to the other side. So bring those feet together. This time, let the right knee go out to the side. You can stay right here if you want. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring that right leg to the chair, giving yourself some adjustment if you bring it to the chair. All right, once again, we're going to make our way into that mudra, or the energy flow, bringing the thumb and the forefinger together. You can close your eyes, noticing how it feels on the body. Do a quick body scan on your own. And one rounded cleansing breath. Very nice. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, invert those fingers and do a nice, easy, gentle swan dive, dropping the chin to the chest. And once again, noticing how it feels on the body. Making sure you relax that jaw. A lot of times we carry a lot of tension in our jaws. Slowly, you're going to roll the neck up. One vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, gently bring that right ankle to that left thigh right here. Once again, we're going to grow those arms up and slowly 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And you can stay here if you want, or you can just gently twist to the right. And once again, this is not quite half Lord of the Fishes. We're just preparing to get there. So slowly come out of that twist and lower those arms down to the side. All right, now we're gonna bring that right leg all the way over so it crosses over that left leg. You can adjust yourself on the chair. The next inhale, roll those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. And on the exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Once again, you can stop right here. Option 2, to twist to the right. Option 3, to bring that left tricep to that right thigh. This would be the deepest stretch in half Lord of the Fishes, taking the gaze over those fingertips right here, noticing how it feels on the body. Inhale here. And on the exhale, slowly come out of your twist and bring the arms down to the side. Our base is already set up for our cow face pose, so here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms to that star pose. This time the right one goes above and behind. The left one goes below and behind. So we always balance out the body. Whenever we do one side, we always do the other. You can close your eyes. This opens up the chest, helps with concentration and focus. The next inhale, those arms come out. Gently they go down to the sides. All right, we're moving into our eagle arm. So this time the right one goes under, the left one's on top. And once again, the backs of the arms face each other. You can stay right here if you want. If you want a deeper stretch, you can connect those palms together and then bring just a very minute motion to the upper body, letting the eagle survey the land below, bringing movement to this pose. And once again, if the arms are too much, you can always adjust and come out of them. You always have that option. Listen to your body. Slowly release, let those eagles fly out of the nest and slowly come down to the sides. All right, bring that right leg off, the feet together, bring those knees out to the side, and once again, let the butterfly fly free. Awesome, I love it. All right, so this is the part of the class where we go to standing. So gently make your way to standing. I'm gonna move that block out of the way. All right, once you get to standing, I always encourage you guys to bring that chair in front. The reason why I don't have it in front is so you can see what I'm doing. I always keep it off to the side. But I encourage you to keep it in front just in case you need it for stability. And once again, you have the option. If you don't like it in front, keep it off to the side. All right, so we're gonna move our way into our Warrior 2 series. So give yourself a nice wide stance right here. And once again, everything in its alignment. You're not leaning over at all. Everything is just straight up and down. All right, we're gonna move into our wide-legged forward fold. Got chairs close by if you need it. So here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms out. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into a nice, easy, gentle forward fold. Letting the forearms gently rest on the thighs right here. Letting that head hang heavy. Just notice how it feels on this body in this position, a standing forward fold. Resetting the body here, resetting the mind. Slowly, if you want a deeper stretch, you can drop those arms between the legs. You can grab opposite elbows in what's called a ragdoll pose. You can even go side to side. Just noticing how it feels to put a little bit of motion into this pose. But once again, listen to your body. If you prefer to stay stationary, that's okay. You build strength by staying stationary as well. Drop those arms between the legs and slowly you're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, so stay right where you're at. Keep that right foot shining forward. You're gonna take that left foot, make it face that left wall. Make sure that that knee is not past that ankle because that protects the knee. Make sure those hips are externally rotated. You have a nice heel to arch alignment, so you can even look down if you want. Once again, you can keep that hand on that chair. You can raise one arm. You can raise two if you want. Take the gaze over that left middle finger right here and press down like you're pressing down on bricks. That brings those shoulder blades back and down. We're going to bring movement into this pose, so you have the option gently to bring those arms forward 6 inches apart. Exhale back to that strong warrior 2. 2 more times. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. And exhale back to that strong warrior 2. Last time, here we go. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Beautiful. Back to that strong warrior 2. From here, the next inhale, you're going to shift the upper body to the left. Flip the left palm. Paint the sky with the left arm as the right one goes down that right leg. Be curious where the gaze wants to go. If it wants to go down, out, or up. Anytime you take the gaze up, it's a little more challenging, so be careful if you decide to take the gaze upward. The next inhale, you're going to cartwheel those arms, making your way into extended side angle. Always keeping that chair close by if you need it. So the left forearm gently rests on that left thigh. You can stay right here if you want. If you want a deeper stretch, you can straighten both arms so the left fingertips are on the inside of that left foot. But like I said, you can listen to the body and come out of it anytime you need. Very good. Slowly make your way back Into that strong warrior two, taking the gaze over that left middle finger. Very nice. Bring the hands to the hips, straighten that left leg, bring that left foot parallel to the other one, and then slowly make your way into your wide-legged forward fold, putting micro bend in the knees, letting the head hang heavy right here to reset the body, reset the mind, and once again, if you want, you can bend one knee, you can bend two, just reminding yourself to let that head, that neck hang heavy right here. Very good. Slowly, you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So here we go. Leave the left foot right where it's at. Take the right. It faces that right wall right here, making sure the knee does not go past the ankle. And once again, if this is not challenging enough for you, you can always make the stance wider. Or if it's too challenging, you can always shorten the stance. So listen to your body. Hips are externally rotated. Raise one arm, raise the other. You have that chair if you need it. Taking the gaze over that right middle finger right here. Very good. Press down like you're pressing down on bricks. Beautiful, strong pose right here. Now, let's bring movement to this pose. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Exhale, back to that strong warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Exhale, back to that strong warrior two. Last one. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Exhale, back to that strong warrior two. Very nice. The next inhale, shift the upper body to the right. Flip the right palm, paint the sky with the right arm as the left one goes down that left leg into what's called reverse warrior right here. Just notice how it feels on the body. The next inhale, you're going to cartwheel those arms, making your way into extended side angle, letting that right forearm gently rest on that right thigh. You don't want to dump any weight into that thigh right here. Once again, you have the option to straighten both arms for a deeper stretch. Listen to your body. If you need to come out of it, you definitely can. Slowly make your way back into that strong warrior two. Very nice. Gaze over that right middle finger. Lovely. Slowly bring those hands to the hips. Straighten that right leg. Bring that right foot parallel to the other one. And once again, make your way into your wide-legged forward fold. Resetting the body right here. Resetting the mind. Letting the head hang heavy. Bending one knee. Bending the other. Bending both. And then slowly you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. Awesome. Heel toe those feet together so you're in standing. You can shake it out a little bit. You can always give those thighs a little bit of a massage to help prevent lactic acid buildup. Now we're going to make our way into our tree pose. Here we are in our tree pose. You can stay right here if you want. You can slowly grow those arms out. And once again, you can hold that chair for support. Or gently, you can challenge yourself for bringing the hand off the chair. And once again, you can be a strong tree. Always reminding yourself wibbling and wobbling is perfectly okay. It's the body's way of learning. Very nice. Slowly bring the hands to a point in front of the body. Let the hands open and close. Those are the birds flying out of the tree. Very nice. You can always hold that chair if you need to come back to it. Bring that right knee forward. Out and down, and then shake it out just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna move the chair to the other side. I'm still laughing about that block. I'm gonna tell you why after we do this side. All right, so slowly root the right foot down into the ground so all the weight is on the right leg. There's no weight on the left. Very good. You can stay right here if you want. You can kickstand that foot. You can go below the knee. You can go above the knee. You just don't want to go on the knee right here. And once again, you can stay right here. Or gently you can grow those branches out, taking the hand off the chair if you need. You can stand tall and strong and proud. If there's a breeze, helps the branches dance in the wind. Very nice. Slowly bring the hands to a point in front of the body. Nice. Open and close those fingers and hands. Those are the birds flying out of the tree. Very nice. Bring that left knee forward, out, and down, and then shake it out. All right, you can massage those those thighs right here. All right, so I was laughing because I was going into chair pose and I went straight into tree pose. So I'm gonna go back to chair pose now. So chair pose, if you have a block, definitely put it between the legs. Oh, I'm losing it today. So you're gonna bring that block right here if you want, but once again, you don't have to use the block if you don't have it. So chair pose, I'm gonna face sideways so you can see just for a second. You sink those hips down. You don't go forward and sink when you do chair pose. You just sink straight down, all right? So that back is nice and straight. So I'm gonna go face you again. So here we go. Start in that strong mountain pose. The next inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you sink those hips down into your chair pose. Stay here for a count of 8. So here we go, our 8 count memory game. Arms on cactus on 1. You're gonna switch it on 2. 1 up, 1 down, 3. Switch it on 4. Everything out on 5. Down to the side, 6. To the eyebrow, 7. And you're gonna salute and stand on 8. Take the block out, shake it a little bit. Awesome. The reason why we do that 8 count memory game, it takes off our mind off the fire we're building in our thighs and our glutes. So we're gonna do 2 more rounds. All right, so here we go. Start in that strong mountain pose. The next inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to sink those hips down into your chair pose. Nice. Here goes our 8 count memory game. Cactus arms 1. Switch it on 2. Nice. 1 up, 1 down, 3. Switch it on 4. Everything out on 5. Down to the side, 6. To the eyebrow, 7. Salute and stand on 8. Very good. 1 more round. Shake it out. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Put that block between the legs if you took it out. And once again, you have the option to sit it out if you need to. So here we go. Start in that strong mountain pose. The next inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you sink those hips down into your chair pose. Here we go. Cactus arms 1. Switch it on 2. 1 up, 1 down, 3. Switch it on 4. You can feel the fire. Everything out, 5. Down to the side, 6. To the eyebrow, 7. And salute and stand on 8. Nice, and shake it out. All right, make your way back to the chair right here, and we're gonna do our bird dog pose, which helps with our abs, and then we're gonna continue on. All right, so here we go. Once you get back to that chair, rock back and forth to reset the body right here, reset the mind. And anytime you lift a leg up off the ground, you're building strength in the abs. So that's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna start with just the legs, just the bottom part. Then we're gonna add the opposite arm, all right? You can grab a chair if you need for support and stability. All right, so here we go. On the next inhale, you're just gonna flex that left foot out. Flex it, the leg is out, and slowly bring it in. Very good. We're gonna do the other one. So the next inhale, flex that foot out. And on the exhale, bring it in. All right, now this time you have the option to do opposite arm as leg, all right? So here we go. The next inhale, left foot and leg, opposite arm, hold it for a second, exhale, bring it in. Very good. The next inhale, right leg and foot, left arm, exhale, bring it in. All right, 1 more time on each side. Inhale, left foot, right arm. This is called bird dog pose. Exhale, bring it in. Last time, inhale, right foot, left arm, exhale, bring it in. Very good, and rock back and forth. So we're gonna do something very similar to that, but this time we're gonna go elbow to knee. So you're not gonna straighten out the leg, it's gonna stay bent. All right, so here we go. The next inhale, bring those arms to your star pose. From star pose, bend at the elbows right here, and hold it for just a second. And here we go. The next inhale, you're gonna go elbow to knee, and then slowly back out. Inhale, elbow to knee, and exhale, back out. Very good. 2 more times. Inhale, elbow to knee, exhale, back out. And you don't have to touch your elbow to knee as long as you go in that direction. Back out. Last time on each side. Here we go. Inhale, elbow to knee, exhale, back out. Very good. Inhale, elbow to knee. And exhale, back out. Slowly lower those arms down to the sides. Rock back and forth. We're going to move into our, just a little bit of strength in our upper arms and our triceps and biceps. If you have weights, you can use them right now. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. I've used water bottles before as well. All right, so here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms out to your nice strong star pose. And then from here, just bring a circular motion to the arms. This helps strengthen the shoulders, the triceps, the biceps, as well as the chest. Slowly bring those hands and the arms in front of the body, keeping the motion going. Come to a moment of stillness, then reverse directions with your arm circles. Very good. Slowly going back out to the side and then lowering back down. Very good. All right, if you have weights, you can still keep using them, but I'm going to show you, you don't need them. One more time, bring those arms out. Very good, and then slowly bring motion to your star pose right here. I call this the dancing stars. Then slowly bring the hands in front. Come to a moment of stillness, then reverse directions with your arms and your stars, lowering them down to the sides. All right, and then rock back and forth. All right, we're going to move into what's called rainbow pose. So the next inhale, grow the arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. This time you're going to interlace the fingers, take the palms heavenward, and you're going to arc over to the left. So you really stretch out the right side of the body. You can close the eyes if you want. Notice how it feels on the body. Slowly come back to center and lower those arms down to the side. Rock back and forth before we do the other side. So here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Interlace those fingers, take those palms heavenward, and then arc over to the right. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center, lowering those arms down to the side. All right, we're going to move into our camel, cat, and our bridge pose. Remember earlier when I said you have the option to do your bridge pose? Just remember when you do your bridge pose, you have the option to raise the gaze, raise the chest. You also have the option to come out of the chair and lift the hips. But that's only if your body says, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with camel pose. The next inhale, bring those hands to that lower back. Raise the gaze, raise the chest right here. This is your seated camel pose. And on the exhale, those hands come in front, and you're going to round that back, pull that belly button to the back of the spine, drop the chin of the chest into your cat pose. The next inhale, those hands go to the sides of the chair. You're going to raise the gaze, raise the chest. If the body says yes, do it. Push into those heels, raise those hips up into your bridge pose. Slowly lower back down to the chair if you came out of the chair, and then rock back and forth to reset the body. We're going to do that one more time. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those hands to that lower back. Raise the gaze, raise the chest right here. And on the exhale, those hands go in front. Into just a different version of our cat pose. Drop the chin to the chest. Notice how it feels on the body right here. The next inhale, take those hands to that chair. Raise the hips. Raise the gaze. Come up out of the chair if that's an option for you today and your body. Slowly lower back down to the chair if you wish. And rock back and forth. Resetting the body, resetting the mind. All right, stay right where you're at. I'm going to get a little bit closer. This is called yoga for the hands. Since we do so much with our hands, texting, typing, gardening, cooking, slicing, all that stuff. So bring those hands so they face the heavens. Slowly roll the fingers in. And on the exhale, the hands go flat. Very nice. 2 more times. Inhale, roll those fingers in. Exhale, those hands go flat. One last time. Inhale, roll those fingers in. Exhale, those hands go flat. Shake it out. Now pretend like you're pulling apart taffy. And what this does is it loosens up and warms up the joints, the knuckles, the wrists, the hands. Very good. And then slowly, you're going to shake the hands out. All right, awesome, I love it. We're going to move into our very last pose today, which is our hug pose. We always finish up with hug pose. So the next inhale, bring both arms out. The left one's on top, the right one's on the bottom. Give yourself a nice hug right here. You can massage those shoulders. You can pat yourself on the back for doing such an awesome job today. And the next inhale, you're going to grow those elbows up. And on the exhale, you're going to forward fold over in your hug pose, dropping the chin to the chest right here. Noticing how it feels on the body. Just being aware and being mindful. Slowly, the next inhale, grow those elbows up. And on the exhale, release everything to the sides, painting the sides of the room with those hands. Very good. The next inhale, both hands go forward. This time the right one goes on top, the left one goes on the bottom. Give yourself a hug here, giving yourself some self-care, massaging those shoulders, patting yourself on the back. Awesome job. The next inhale, grow those elbows up, staying in your hug pose. On the exhale, make your way into your forward fold. What this pose does is it really warms up the whole back, warms up it, opens it up, just feels good on the back, letting that neck hang heavy right here. The next inhale, grow those elbows up. And on the exhale, release everything to the sides of the room, painting the sides with those hands. All right. We're moving into our taps and our pats. What this does is it helps with lactic acid buildup, prevents it, as well as it helps stimulate circulation. You can move to one arm, then the other arm. Being careful of any areas that have any injuries. You can move to one of the legs, the front of the leg. Being careful of the knee, the back of the leg. Going to the other leg as well. Pretty nice. Just nice, gentle, and easy. You can go to the sides of the body as well. Very good. Then you're going to take the finger pads and just gently you're going to tap the sides of the head, the face right here. Very good. Stimulating circulation. All right. And then slowly you're going to take those hands down to the sides. You can close your eyes. You can take the gaze downward if you wish. You can bring one hand to the heart, the other hand to the belly. Just notice where the natural breath is at this moment. Where is your inhale and exhale? Just being aware. Noticing how the body feels after class. Slowly you can bring those hands down to the side. And when I mention a body part, just try to relax it on your exhale. Starting with the head, the neck, and the shoulders. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Continuing with the chest, the upper back, the abs, the mid-back, the hips and the lower back. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Continuing with the triceps, the biceps, the elbows, the forearms, the hands, the fingertips. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. Continue with the quads, the glutes, the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, and the toes. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Now, bring your awareness to the sensations in the room, the sensation of sight. What smells do you smell? Tastes on the tongue. What sounds do you hear? Just being aware. How do the clothes feel on the skin? What's the temperature of the room like? Just being in the moment. And now, bring your awareness once again to the intention that you set before class. And it can change along the way, no worries at all. It's just a theme for your day. And if you took the one that I offered, new beginnings. Whatever intention you have, let it settle in as we do our 3 rounds of breath. So slowly you're going to inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to do 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to do one more round of breath. Let this be the biggest one that you've done so far today. So here we go. Inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Hold it at the top and open mouth, exhale. Yoga means union, and it's the union between body and breath. And then slowly you might want to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, blink open the eyes as we close class with our last arm circle. So here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Grab those sunbeams, slowly bring them to heart center on your exhale. And we always finish class with the light, joy, and love in me recognizes the light, joy, and love in y'all. Namaste. All right, great job, everyone.